when the chocolate man comes to see the chickens. Compartes is here. And there's Phil and Jill.
Amazing.
Thanks, sweetheart.
Oh, there we go. Oh my God, you feel it pecking. Oh.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Miles. Listen, some videos entertain you and then some just reset your whole mood. This one walked in like peace, sat you down and handed you something sweet without saying a word. We're talking about Meghan Sussex out in Montecito, looking like she finally clocked out of stress for good. No chaos, no noise, just sunshine, calm, and a woman who clearly figured something out the rest of us are still trying to Google. And just when you think it's all vibes, boom, she links up with Jonathan Graham from Compartes chocolatier for her brand Aseva. And suddenly, this isn't just a feel-good clip anymore. This is a whole lifestyle announcement. And trust me, you're going to have thoughts. This is not random. This is intentional soft life with flavor. Let me break it down in normal people language. This is what happens when someone leaves a stressful job, cuts off toxic coworkers, moves somewhere sunny, and suddenly starts a small business selling things that actually makes them happy. And you see them on Instagram like, hey guys, I made jam and also partnered with a luxury chocolatier. And they're just there like, wait, I thought you were fighting for your life last year. But that's the point. This collab is not just chocolate, it's a message. It's saying you can go through drama, get dragged for years and still end up building something soft, beautiful and low-key luxurious. Not loud, not desperate, not proving anything, just vibes and premium cocoa. And honestly, regular people get this more than anyone, because who doesn't want that kind of upgrade? You leave a toxic environment, you find your peace, you start caring about small joys again. Next thing you know, you're buying fancy chocolate you can't even pronounce, talking about this as notes of something, I don't know, but I'm healed. Also, let's be real for a second. There's something powerful about a woman who was constantly picked apart, now choosing softness on purpose. Not hiding, not shrinking, just standing there in the sun like, yes, I like beautiful things, I like good food, I like peace, deal with it, that hits. And linking with a brand like Compartes, that's not mass market chaos, that's curated, that's, I know exactly who I am and who I'm selling to. It's not for everybody, and that's okay, because the real flex here isn't the chocolate, it's the simple life. Calm, creative, controlled, sweet, and honestly, after everything we've seen, yes, she earned that bite. You know that look when life finally stops fighting you? Yes, that's Meghan Sussex right now. No pressure, no performance, just calm. Like she actually sleeps well and doesn't check her phone every 5 minutes. And that's hits, because most people know the opposite. Overthinking, stress, smiling, but your mind is doing overtime. This is different. She's not acting peaceful, she's peaceful. And that's the real glow up. Not fame, not money, just being able to stand in the sun and feel okay for real. It's simple, it's rare, and honestly, it's very powerful. Let's talk about this Jonathan Graham moment. Jonathan Graham pulls up like some kind of desert superhero, holding a box of chocolate that probably cost more than your monthly data bundle, and Meghan Sussex sees him and just loses it. Not in a dramatic way, in a real way, like, oh, this just made my whole day, type of joy. And then she drops that line when the chocolate man comes to see the chickens. I'm sorry, that sentence has no business being that powerful, because what even is that moment? A grown woman in the sun with chickens, laughing about a chocolate guy visiting like it's a normal Tuesday. And somehow, the whole internet paused. You know why? Because that's the kind of life people don't think is real. Let's be honest, most people daily script is wake up, stress, hustle, complain, scroll, sleep, repeat. Nobody's out here casually narrating their life like a Disney side character. Ah yes, the chocolate man has arrived for the chickens. But that's exactly why it hits. It's soft, it's weird, it's unplanned. It's the kind of random, silly joy you only get when your mind is not fighting demons 24/7. That line, that wasn't for us. That's the crazy part. She wasn't trying to go viral. She wasn't trying to be quoted. She just said what popped into her head because she felt safe enough to be that unserious. And that is the real flex. Being in a place where your brain isn't in survival mode all the time, where you can just exist, laugh, say nonsense, and not immediately think, wait, how is this going to be received? Regular people understand how rare that is, because most of us edit ourselves mid-sentence. We catch our own joy like, relax, don't be too loud, don't be too weird. Meanwhile, she's out here, full laugh, full sentence, chickens included, no filter, and weirdly, that's what made it beautiful. Not the chocolate, not the setting. It was the freedom that I'm not being watched, even though I am energy. And deep down, a lot of people saw that and thought, damn, I want to feel that relaxed in my own life. Not rich, not famous, just that free. So, yes, shout out to the chocolate man, shout out to the chickens, but really, shout out to that level of peace where your brain just says whatever and it comes out sounding like joy. Now, this is why it stops being cute and starts hitting you in the chest because everything was already soft sun, chickens, chocolates, vibes, cool. We're smiling, we're relaxed, and then boom, that little laugh in the background. Not loud, not staged, not say hi to the camera, just a kid being a kid somewhere in the background. That's Princess Lilibet. And the crazy part, you barely see anything. A flash of pink, a tiny blur, that's it. But somehow, that tiny moment says more than a full photoshoot ever could. Because let's be real, people are used to oversharing now. Kids online doing brand deals, full family content like it's a reality show. Everything filmed, everything posted, everything explained. Meanwhile, Meghan Markle said, yes, we are not doing that at all. You get a laugh, you get a glimpse, then the door closes respectfully. And that's the soft power. Because regular people understand something about kids. You don't need the whole world in their business for them to be happy. Actually, the less the better. That little pink blur running around, that's a child that's not being managed for content. That's a kid who can be loud, messy, random, without worrying about comments, headlines, or strangers forming opinions. That's rare now. And it is different because a lot of people grow up the opposite way. Too exposed, too watched, too judged. So seeing parents go, yeah, you all can have this much. The rest, mine. It makes you sit up a little. Like, oh, you can choose that? You can have a public life and still keep the most important parts locked down? And let's not ignore the vibe shift for a second. You got Jonathan Graham feeding chickens, Meghan laughing in the background, a kid just living a best life completely unbothered. No performance, no pressure. That's not content. That's a real home. And honestly, that's what people are reacting to. Not just the aesthetic, not just the brand. It's that feeling of this is what life could look like if it was peaceful for real. And the smartest part, they did not show everything because the moment you show everything, it stops being special. So yes, protect the pink dress, protect that laugh because the world will take as much as you give it and still ask for more. And for once, somebody said, no, this part, this stays ours. Thank you so much guys for watching this podcast. May God bless you all. I'll catch you in the next episode. I really hope you enjoyed. I'm your host Miles. Love you all and goodbye.